Imagine this. You're in a relationship with someone you deeply care about, but every time you express your emotions, you're met with silence or discomfort. Every disagreement turns into a battle for control. You start feeling unheard, unseen, and emotionally drained. Sound familiar? This isn't just about a difficult personality, it's about toxic masculinity, a deeply rooted issue that affects relationships worldwide. In this video, we're diving deep into what toxic masculinity is, how it shows up in relationships, and, most importantly, how to break free from it to build healthier, more loving connections. If you've ever felt trapped in an emotionally draining relationship, keep watching because we're about to uncover the truth that could change your love life forever. Act 1. Understanding toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity isn't about being a man. It's about harmful beliefs that force men into rigid roles, where emotions are seen as weakness, dominance is mistaken for strength, and vulnerability is avoided at all costs. Society teaches men to man up and suppress their feelings. Over time, this emotional repression builds walls in relationships, leading to misunderstandings, power struggles, and emotional detachment. Key signs of toxic masculinity in relationships. Emotional suppression. He avoids deep emotional conversations or dismisses your feelings. Control and dominance. He tries to dictate what you wear, who you see, or how you live your life. Fear of vulnerability. He struggles to open up, even when he's hurting. Aggression instead of communication. Anger becomes his go-to response rather than honest dialogue. Rigid gender roles. He expects you to behave in traditional ways while refusing to contribute emotionally or domestically. Toxic masculinity is not about hating men, it's about breaking harmful cycles that hurt both men and women. Act 2. The impact of toxic masculinity on relationships. The emotional walls toxic masculinity builds don't just hurt women, they suffocate men too. Studies show that men who suppress emotions are more likely to struggle with mental health issues, anger problems, and loneliness. Relationships affected by toxic masculinity often experience lack of emotional intimacy, conversations stay surface level, and real connection feels impossible. Power struggles. Instead of a partnership, the relationship turns into a battle for control. Emotional exhaustion. One partner carries the emotional weight while the other remains distant. Increased likelihood of conflict. Arguments escalate because healthy communication is missing. But here's the good news. These patterns aren't permanent. They can be unlearned. Act 3. Breaking the cycle. Building a healthy connection. Addressing toxic masculinity requires courage, from both partners. Here's how to start healing. Encourage open conversations. Create a safe space where emotions can be shared without judgment or ridicule. If he struggles to express emotions, ask open-ended questions. What made you feel that way? Challenge harmful beliefs. Many men have been raised with toxic messages like, real men don't cry. Reframe this. True strength is emotional intelligence and vulnerability. Normalize emotional vulnerability. Encourage small steps, like sharing fears or talking about personal struggles. Celebrate progress rather than expecting instant change. Lead by example. If you want an emotionally open partner, be emotionally open yourself. Show that love isn't about power, it's about mutual understanding and support. Seek professional guidance. If toxic behaviors run deep, therapy or relationship counseling can be life-changing. A therapist can help unpack harmful conditioning and replace it with healthier coping mechanisms. Redefine masculinity together. Men don't have to choose between being strong and being emotionally available. True masculinity includes empathy, communication, and deep emotional connections. Conclusion. Toxic masculinity isn't a personal flaw, it's a learned behavior. But the good news? It can be unlearned. If you or someone you love is struggling with these patterns, remember, change is possible. A strong relationship isn't built on power, it's built on understanding, respect, and emotional safety. If this message resonated with you, drop a comment below. What's your experience with toxic masculinity? And if you found this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more relationship wisdom every week. Description. Toxic masculinity in relationships can silently destroy emotional intimacy and connection. In this video, we explore how harmful beliefs about masculinity create emotional barriers, damage relationships, and leave both men and women feeling disconnected. We'll break down the signs, impact, and, most importantly, how to break free and build a healthier, more loving relationship.